والآن تبدأ الجلسة الأولى. الركائز الثلاث القائمة عليها الاقتصاد المعرفي، الابتكار وريادة الأعمال والحاضنات التقنية. العرض هو أهمية الابتكار وريادة الأعمال وحضانة التقنية في المملكة العربية السعودية، لصاحب السمو الأمير الدكتور تركي بن سعود بن محمد آل سعود، نائب رئيس المدينة لمعاهد البحوث، ويلقيها نيابة عنها الدكتور فايز الحرقان المشرف على وحدة البحوث الداخلية في المدينة.
بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. اسمي فايز الحرقان، مشرف على وحدة البحوث الداخلية. في هذه المحاضرة سأقدم عن رحلة إلى الاقتصاد القائم بالمعرفة نيابة عن صاحب السمو الأمير تركي بن محمد آل سعود، نائب رئيس المدينة لمعاهد البحوث. المحاضرة ستكون باللغة الإنجليزية. This will be our journey towards knowledge-based economy, technology innovation, entrepreneurship, incubation in the kingdom. The talk will be about the imperatives of a knowledge-based economy, national science technology policy, objectives of CACST, objectives of this conference. As you know, knowledge-based economies provide nations with unique competitive advantage, and the kingdom needs to exploit these advantages. The World Bank report shows the kingdom is ranked around 68 in the knowledge economy index, and in the competitive index, the kingdom is ranked around 17. Yes, we have achieved competitiveness, but we need to really move in terms of the knowledge economy index, and that's what the national plan is all about. And a knowledge economy really provides higher growth during economic booms, increased productivity, faster recoveries, ability to produce sustainable jobs. Case in point, South Korea successfully transited towards a knowledge-based economy and has reaped associate benefits. In the 1960s, South Korea was largely based on agriculture and services. By 2000, South Korea has transformed to largely service sector and high-tech industry. And its growth has been above world average. By 2010, South Korea is now double the world average per capita. There are four pillars of the knowledge-based economies: education, policies, national innovation, network, and ICT. These combine to really make the knowledge-based economy to drive growth, to drive economic growth, create new high-value jobs, globalize the local economy, facilitate knowledge transfer, foster innovation and entrepreneurship. The National Science and Technology Plan provides a framework and a strategic vision for the kingdom to join the knowledge-based economies through 4 5-year plans. The first plan is really to establish infrastructure for science and technology and innovation. The second plan, which we are starting now, is to become a leading country in science, technology, and innovation in the region by 2015. And the third plan, become a leading country in science, technology, and innovation in Asia. By the fourth plan, to transform to a knowledge-based economy by 2025. There are key elements necessary to achieve the transition. These are human resources, financial resources, universities and schools, innovation and entrepreneurship, where the incubation really is the glue to hold them together. The plan will enable Saudi Arabia to address its most pressing social economical issues. As we see, the kingdom is growing at a rate of 4% annually in the population, and yet we still, the revenue based on oil to about 85%. Number of graduates still compared to the advanced economies is still very low. Number of patents granted in the past it was low. It has recently picked up due to the major investment in science and technology and innovation. CACS has clearly defined its role to ensure successful implementation of the plan. And there are major programs, R&D capabilities, technology transfer and localization, strategic technologies, human resources, financial resources. These combine, and CACS is responsible to define the national policy, establish support incubation in the kingdom, conduct research to support innovation, conduct training programs to support innovation, incubation, and entrepreneurship, increase innovation and entrepreneurship awareness. Regards to the innovation, CACS will keep focusing on 15 technological areas that have been identified as critical for the kingdom. These are water, oil and gas, petrochemicals, nanotechnology, biotechnology, information technology, electronics and communication, space and aeronautics, energy, environment, advanced material, mathematics and physics, medical and health, agriculture, building and construction. Also, CACS has major initiatives: King Abdullah Initiative for Water Desalination, King Abdullah Initiative for Arabic Content, Design for Next Generation Electronic Chips, Date Palm and Camel Genome Project, Gravity Probe Project. Innovation in Saudi Arabia has begun to show early signs of success, a momentum that we aim to further boost. If we see from university industry research collaboration has moved from 50 at 2008 to 33 in 2010. Research papers published regionally has increased during the past 2 years. It almost doubled from the levels of 2008, and this is, of course, again, due to the huge investment in science and technology and innovation. CACS, as a long-term target, will aim to create about 80 incubators by 2025 to reach a number of clients over 1,000 and 8,000 employment and client companies, number of graduate companies, about 761, graduate employment over 9,000 to a total of 18,000 employment. Badr also support incubators around the country. There is support for Al-Qura, Al-Baha, Yanbu, King Khalid University, Taiba University, Al-Kharj, Al-Qasim, and Princess Noura. Currently, Badr is supporting over 54 clients, double the figure of 2009. Resulting in over 112 jobs. And there are several success stories. Al-Alam provides learning, environment, training, women through virtual classrooms and interactive whiteboards. ISMI is a highly successful SMS-based social network for young Saudis boasting some 600,000 members. ACE Biotech aims to provide kits and reagents for BSR, DNA, electrophoresis, and buffers. This is really to significantly support in overcoming the commercialization gap. The BADR is just one of these bridges to bridge this gap. CACS has other programs. This is the TIC, or Technology Innovation Centers at the universities, which aim to promote university industry research, collaboration, and technology transfer in the kingdom, strengthen university research and science and engineering education in the kingdom. We've already established 3 centers, one at King Fahd University, the other is at King Saud University, and the third is at King Abdulaziz University. And in the pipeline, there's 2 technology innovation centers that have been released for RFP. Also, CACS has the SPIR program to support the development of Saudi business by funding innovative research. And this is to encourage foundation and growth of technology-based companies, commercialize promising technology from university and research centers, catalyze high tech employment in the kingdom, ability to produce sustainable jobs. The program has 4 phases. The first phase to provide preliminary funding for feasibility studies. The second phase provides the core funding necessary to develop a prototype. The third phase supports the transition to private sector finance and product development. The fourth phase is the graduation from the program and the dependence totally in the private sector. CACS will continue to drive key national initiatives to boost entrepreneurship in the kingdom, and there are perceived difficulties of starting new businesses. These are access to funds, access to industry experts, lack of business skills, legal requirements, access to resources, and we have set several initiatives in terms of policy and regulation, develop government support for policies for startups, entrepreneurship fund, address the absence of risky capital that supports new ventures, training program, provide entrepreneurships, training to develop necessary skill, attitude, and awareness. Fourth, to enhance entrepreneurship environment, holding entrepreneurship conferences and events, holding business plan competitions. CACS vision is to achieve the kingdom vision is achievable. Other nations have done it, so can we? Today's conference program aims to maintain the kingdom momentum in this journey by addressing the most pressing questions regarding innovation, incubation, entrepreneurships. How can we efficiently commercialize innovation? How can private sector play a key role in promoting innovation? What policies are required to support incubators development in the kingdom? How can we innovate? How can we create an innovative nation? How can we finance entrepreneurs? What policies and mechanisms need to be put in place that would stimulate investment? How can we improve the education system to support innovation and entrepreneurship? What can be learned from best practices? The way forward, an exciting and challenging times for the technology, innovation, entrepreneurship, and incubation in the kingdom. And thank you.